So my name is Hirenkumar Patel, and today I will introduce you with the IoC, which is the inversion of control. And before going forward with this IoC, so let me ask you something out of the track. Who was the first Indian superhero? I guess Shaktiman. Okay. So, if you know something that whenever Shaktiman feels that he has low energy at the time, he would like to do something, uh, what we can say, something like yoga or something, right? So, at that moment, he would like to identify the energy, a power, a hidden power of his body, right? So same thing, if we need a performance in the Magento, at that moment, we have to identify the hidden part of the Magento, all right? So same thing I'm going to introduce. Okay, so as we know, Magento architecture having the lots of puzzle species and so it's interconnected like blocks, service contracts, factory classes, proxy classes, layout, view models, and everything. All right. So now, uh, some of the pieces already solved by the Hiva, I guess. Right. So where does this IOC exist in the Magento 2? Anyone knows? So we all know that we have the solid principle that we are following, right? So few of them is like single responsibility principle, which we are using in the controller. Okay. Then open close principle, then list of substitution principle, then interface segregation principle, yes, and D, which is my topic today, dependency inversion principle. So what is that? Dependency inversion is nothing but how we are using the dependency. So we'll look forward in this with the session. Challenges in the Magento now is a slow page load time. It's a huge things for us in the Magento. Then high server load, memory leak we can say, just because of the coding standard and everything. Then database bottlenecks, because if we are not using the Magento standard with database query calling, if we are using direct query, SQL queries, MySQL queries, then definitely there will be issue. Then code base complexity. Sometimes there is some issue because of we are not following the Magento standard. Why? Because sometimes we feel that there is a lots of complexity in the task. We have to complete hurry. So that we have to make it easier by doing some practice with the coding standard and everything. That way, if we have a complex task, then also we can do, right? A limited scalability. I have written this one, but I have not find that there is an issue with the scalability because Magento is famous for this. Magento is famous because of the extendabilities, scalabilities of the module and modularity as well, right? And now, what is the solution for these challenges? So, challenges always have the solution. And I love challenges because it helps me to improve myself. Before going this one, I would like to go with the history, like how I have started with the inversion of control. So before 1 or 2 years ago, I gave the interview and I have rejected just because of this word, inversion. What is the inversion? Okay. So I have started and started with the Adobe documentation, all that things. And I found that there is a one word only in the Adobe documentation. So then I have started with some core concept of the inversion control and I did some practices with the inversion, and with this inversion of control, I found lots of things about the Magento coding standard. So it's inversion of control, IoC emerges as a strategic solution to overcome these challenges, right? Uh, we have to restructure our code, nothing else. We don't have to write whole thing from the initial level. We have to restructure something, and you will find the lots of positive thing with the speed, with the performance, and everything. Even if you do this thing, if you do follow this practice, you will feel the positive from heart, because if you are doing something good, like then at that moment we have to do like whatever we are doing, we have to do it from the heart, right? Something like ethics, our ethics, so that we have to follow. And what is the benefits of the IoC? It's nothing but the modularity improvement, maintainability. We can like if someone is doing with this thing, any class changes and everything. At that moment, if you have followed the IoC, at that moment you don't have to change anything after someone change code, okay? Because you are following the IoC structure, IoC principle, so you don't have to do this thing. Then enhanced flexibility and scalability, then core reusability. One of the important part of core reusability, we have to develop independent modules in the Magento, right? If we need to follow the composable commerce. Am I right or wrong? So at that moment, code reusability and the IoC will help you to make this one. So I have done lots of things with the theoretical part, right? I guess lots of you would. So let's start with some coding thing. So here you can see, I have introduced one controller class with the index, class name, then action and everything, okay. I know I had mistake that action from the action. It's totally one the deprecated one. So, but in construct, you can see, here is a product repository. So if we use this product repository, that means we are not following the IoC principle. This is the thing. If we are calling this product repository in the construct, at that moment, we are not following the IoC principle. So how can I change it? As I mentioned, we don't have to do code from the initial level. We just have to restructuring something. So here you can say a product repository interface that I have used. So now we can match this one, right? How can we match my IoC principle with the Magento? So nothing else, just we need to follow a service contract pattern, right? So this is the thing that we have to follow, and you will find awesome result, around 10% to 20% in the page load time, right? So this is the result I have found in my local system, even in the server and everywhere. So I explained lots of things. I have said something in the LinkedIn article as well about this one. And apart from this IoC one, here I would like to discuss something about the broader use of the dependency. That what is the broader use, right? How many people of you knows that Adobe suggested that do not use the helper? Yes. So, and what is the reason behind this? Because whenever we create any helper class, at that moment we are extending, we are creating from the, and we are creating one class and that extend from the Magento framework abstract helper. Am I right or wrong? So in this abstract helper, you will find a lots of constructor dependency, right? And I guess whatever I have done till today, that we are not going to use that construct dependency. half of, not half, but 80% of that dependency we are not using in our custom helper. So, but whenever you are calling your helper class or helper class method, at that moment, that abstract class dependency will call, because you are extending from that one. Am I right? So this is the fundamentals. Same way, there is one more example you can see. I have given an example for the controller. So generally, we follow to create a controller like a class name, class name, extend from the Magento framework app action, or Magento framework app action interface. So this is not a good way. Right way is this one. Follow the HTTP get action interface. It's an example of the broader use of the dependency. So if I want to say, like a Kamlesh sir want me to drive to the airport. If I help them like go with this way, after this you will get this one. But if I want to reach out to the airport, there is a direct way we can reach, right? Connect with the SG highway, go straight, you will reach out near to the airport, right? So this is the thing that how you can use it. Like if you want to use this one, but in between there is a lots of dependency, so remove it now. Use the end one, not the first one. So this is the thing that we have to follow. And yes, that's it from my end today. Yes, next time I will try my best to come with another level of the coding standards topics. Thank you so much, guys. Many of you coming from the outside of the Gujarat and outside of the India as well. So kindly enjoy in the Ahmedabad. Visit some places in the Ahmedabad riverfront and all that things apart from this Ahmedabad, and you can visit the Statue of Unity. I'm the Patel. So yes, I believe that go with the Statue of Unity and enjoy yourself. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.